Hello everybody. Today we will start with analysis and synthesis of mechanisms. Analysis and synthesis of mechanism. From this chapter, one numerical problem will be asked in the examination. After the completion of this chapter, that is analysis and synthesis of mechanism, we will have a class test also. Analysis and synthesis of mechanism. So, kinematic analysis is used to determine the motion characteristics of a given mechanism with geometry, and kinematic synthesis is used to design the mechanism for specified motions. Synthesis means design. It relates to the design of the mechanism. Analysis means to analyze. So, under the heading of kinematic analysis, the motion of the links will be analyzed, and kinematic synthesis means the design, or it leads to the design of the mechanism with given motions. So, synthesis, kinematic synthesis is related purely to the motion of a mechanism, and kinematic synthesis is purely used to design the mechanisms with given motions. That is the only difference between the synthesis and analysis. Synthesis means to synthesize, that is, it means to design the mechanism. Analysis means to analyze the mechanism. In the analysis of mechanism, it relates to the motions of the mechanism, and the synthesis relates to the design of the mechanism with given motions. That's all. That is the only difference. Now, next is Grashof. Next is perhaps you know, I have already sent the photocopy of some important parts from this chapter on the group. I have already sent the related part to you on the WhatsApp group. So, now is Grashof law. Grashof's law. If it is a 4-bar linkage is given like this, it is a 4-bar linkage. One of the links is known as input link. This is input link, and this is known as output link. Output link. This is known as frame. This is known as input link. Input link. And the link which connects the input link and the output link is known as coupler. It is known as coupler. This is coupler, this is input link, this is output link, and this is known as frame. Now, according to Grashof law, L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. According to this law, L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. L is the length of longest link, length of longest link of the 4-bar linkage, length of longest link. S is the length of shortest link or smallest link. Smallest link. P plus Q, P and Q are the lengths of remaining 2 links, because there are 4 links. L is the length of the longest link, S is the length of the smallest link, P and Q are the lengths of the remaining two links. If this condition is satisfied, L plus S, sum of the length of the longest link plus sum of the length of shortest link is less than or equal to P plus Q. That is the sum of the lengths of the remaining two links. If this condition is satisfied, so linkage is known as Grashof linkage. The linkage is known as Grashof linkage. According to this law, L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. L is the length of the longest link, S is the length of the smallest link, P and Q are the lengths of the remaining two links. If this condition is satisfied, the linkage or 4-bar linkage is known as Grashof linkage. Grashof linkage. So there are certain inversions of, I think it is clear, L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. L is the length of the longest link, S is the length of the smallest link. Their sum, L plus S, is less than or equal to P plus Q, the sum of the lengths of the remaining two links. And this is known as input link. The motion from which link is given to the 4-bar linkage is known as input. This is the output link, and this is a link which makes the connections or is related to both input and output is known as coupler. Inversions of Grashof mechanism. Or Grashof's linkage. Inversions of Grashof linkage. There are three inversions. There are three types. Number one, in all the cases, L plus S should be greater than or P plus Q. This condition should be satisfied in all the cases. In all the cases, this condition should be satisfied. So, first inversion of Grashof linkage is when shortest link is fixed. When shortest link is fixed. When shortest link is fixed, a double crank mechanism is obtained. When in a 4-bar linkage the shortest link is fixed, a double crank mechanism is obtained. This is inversion number 1. Number 2. So condition number 1 is when shortest link is fixed, double crank mechanism is obtained. Second inversion, when shortest link is coupler. When shortest link is coupler, when shortest link is coupler, when shortest link is coupler, double rocker mechanism is obtained. Double rocker double rocker mechanism is obtained. When shortest link is a coupler, double rocker mechanism is obtained. And point number 3 is when shortest link is the crank. When shortest link is the crank, point number 3 is when link to when S is the crank, when shortest link is crank, and any link adjacent to it is fixed. When shortest link is a crank and any link adjacent to it is fixed, crank rocker mechanism is obtained. When shortest link is the crank and any of the adjacent link and any link adjacent to it is fixed, crank rocker mechanism is obtained. These are the three inversions of Grashof linkage. So first is when shortest link is fixed, a double crank mechanism is obtained. This is condition number 1. Point number 2, when shortest link is a coupler, double rocker mechanism is obtained. Point number 3, when shortest link is the crank and any of the link adjacent to it is fixed, crank rocker mechanism is obtained. We will follow certain numerical problems to make it understand. Example number 1. So, example number 1. Example 1. Some 4-bar linkages are shown. Some 4-bar linkages are shown in the figure. Where the numbers indicate the respective link lengths in centimeter. Identify the nature of each mechanism. Identify the nature of each mechanism. Nature means whether it is a double crank or double rocker or crank rocker mechanism. This is the nature of the mechanism. So this question was asked in the GATE 2018. GATE 2018 PEC and UPTU. This question was asked several times. Some 4-bar linkages are shown in the figure where the numbers indicate the respective link lengths in centimeter. Identify the nature of each mechanism, whether it is a double crank mechanism or whether it is a crank rocker mechanism or it is a rocker mechanism. You have to find it out. And the question was asked in the GATE in 2018, Punjab Engineering College, UPTU and other various universities. The problem is like this. The figures are as given. First is, this is it is like this. It is 5 centimeter, it is 8, it is 10, it is 9. The length of the shortest link S is equal to 5 centimeter. S is equal to 5 centimeter. Longest link L is equal to 10 centimeter. P is equal to 8 centimeter. Q is equal to 9 centimeter. It does not make any difference if you write it as P and it is Q and vice versa. So no problem. P and Q are the lengths of the remaining two links. The shortest link is S, that is 5 centimeter, longest is 10 centimeter, P 8 and Q 9. So the condition for rocker mechanism is satisfied. P L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. So L is 10 plus 5, 15 is less than or equal to 8 plus 9. 15 is less than or equal to 17. So the condition of Grashof mechanism is obtained. So what type of mechanism is it? You have to indicate it. So accordingly, as per the conditions of the inversions of the mechanisms, the smallest link is fixed. Smallest link is fixed. So it is a smallest link is fixed. Smallest link is fixed. So it is a double crank mechanism. It is a double crank mechanism. This is the answer. Since the smallest link is fixed, smallest link, so it is a double crank mechanism as per condition number 1 of the Grashof inversion. Smallest is fixed, so it is a double crank mechanism. Another figure will be like this. This is the mechanism. This arm is fixed. 10, 6, 10, 6, 11, 9. What is S? S. And what is L? Longest link is 11. S is equal to 6. P and Q. P 10. Q is equal to 9. So the condition is satisfied. L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. This is Grashof criteria. So L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. 11 plus 6, 17, 10 plus 9, 19. So this condition is satisfied. But what about the nature of the mechanism? link adjacent to the shortest link is fixed. Link adjacent to the shortest link, this is the S. Link adjacent to the shortest link is fixed. So what type of mechanism? So it is a crank rocker mechanism. It is a crank rocker mechanism. Crank rocker, as per the given condition. It is a crank rocker mechanism. Link adjacent to the shortest link is fixed. Shortest link is the crank. The link adjacent to the shortest link is fixed. So it is a crank rocker mechanism. The third example is, it is like this. This is the frame and this is the coupler, is given as 5 centimeter. This is 10, 8 and it is 9. Find the nature of the mechanism. L plus S. S is equal to 5, L is equal to 10, P 8, Q 9. So the condition is satisfied. The condition is this condition, L plus S is less than or equal to P plus Q. So 10 plus 5, 15 is less than 8 plus 9. So this condition is satisfied. Condition of Grashof criteria is satisfied. But in this particular case, this is the coupler. Input link, coupler and output link. In this case, shortest link is the coupler. Shortest link is the coupler. When shortest link is the coupler, so double rocker mechanism is obtained. So it is a double rocker. Double rocker mechanism. When shortest link is the coupler, so a double rocker mechanism is obtained. I think by the presentation of these figures, the concept of Grashof criteria and consequent mechanisms is clear. The consequent mechanisms depend upon the type of inversions. So here the shortest link is the coupler, then it is a double rocker mechanism. Here in this case, the link adjacent to the shortest link is fixed, so it is a crank rocker mechanism. Now example number 2. Example number 2. Example number 2. Example 2. The lengths of the links. The lengths of the link of a 4-bar mechanism, of a 4-bar mechanism the lengths of the link of a 4-bar mechanism are in GP, geometric progression, are in GP, geometric progression, are in geometric progression. Discuss the movability. Discuss the movability of the movability of the 4-bar mechanism. This question was asked in PAC and PTU recently. Punjab Technical University and Punjab Engineering College. This question was asked in PEC and PTU. The lengths of the links of a 4-bar mechanism are in GP, geometric progression. Discuss the movability of the 4-bar mechanism. So, I have to present the solution of this problem. It is like this. Let us assume the solution is like this. Let it is a 4-bar mechanism. It is like this. One arm is A, another arm will be AR, the third will be AR square, and the fourth will be AR cube. The arms are in geometric progression. Let one arm is A and the other AR, and the third AR square, and the fourth AR cube. According to Grashof criteria, L plus S should be equal to or less than P plus Q. Suppose this is, it depends upon when R is more than 1. When R is more than 1, AR cube will be the longest length. And when R is less than 1, it will be the smallest length of the linkage. So, in either case, L plus S AR cube plus AR cube plus A, that is L plus S, or it can be written as A outside R cube plus 1. In either case, P plus Q will be AR plus AR square is equal to AR 1 plus R. AR 1 plus R. So, according to Grashof law, A R cube plus 1 should be or less than equal to AR 1 plus R. It can be factorized. A will be cancelled and it will be 1 plus R or R plus 1, R square minus R plus 1. It is factorized like this, and it is R 1 plus R. It can be written like this. The factorization of R cube plus 1 is this, into this. So it will be cancelled. Or it can be written as R square minus 2R plus 1 is less than or equal to 0. Or it can be written as 1 minus R square less than equal to 0. One only possible solution is when R is equal to 1. There is only one possible solution of this problem, and that is R is equal to 1. It will lead to the solution of links of equal lengths. it means links of equal length. Links of equal length will be obtained. So the links, all the links of the 4-bar linkage will be of equal length, and this is the only possible solution of this problem. That is all. So you should go through this lecture, and next time we will start with a new equation, that is Prudence-Stein equation, which is used in the design of 4-bar linkage. Okay.